When the emergency ambulance arrived, they did obviously all the obs that they had to, but they were very low. They had to give him oxygen before they could move him. They were very quick. They were very, very quick in arriving. And it must have been 25 minutes before they dared take him out. And it was another good half hour before they moved him, got him into the ambulance and I suppose wired him up a sound kind of thing. And at that point they just said, well, all we know is that you're going for a MRI scan, but it doesn't look like that to us. So I didn't know what to think. But they were very thorough. They turned round to me and said, look, have you got somebody stopping with you? Which I thought was good, very good in fact. And Deborah went in the back of the ambulance with Dad. But he didn't know what day it was. But I've got nothing but praise for the way the guys came and saw to him and then got him into the ambulance. I had nothing but praise. Nosebleeds, swelling on his legs, not telling anybody, not even the doctor. His short-term memory has been affected. He's still nodding to sleep, but when Edgar's been scratching his skin, it's not actually been his skin, it's been his heart. He's had pain and he's not told anybody right down the left side. He's finding it very difficult to hold a conversation with me, and when I ask him, he's sort of shrugging me off as if to say, can't be about. Well, he has said, I'm dying, leave me alone. There's so much going on with him this time, so I'm very worried. Fairly good. Obviously the anxiety is making me lethargic. It's draining, to be honest. It's affected me quite a lot, and of course looking over at the settee, I think, he should be sat there, Edgar should be sat there. Or when I go up to his room, I find it difficult, although I've got people here, I find it difficult when I go to bed and I can't actually say goodnight to Edgar because he's not in his room. And that's hard. That's hard. I think because he's not here, and because the bottom line, because we're what's the word I'm looking, devoted to each other, in a very special way, and we feel a lot of pressure when one or the other of us aren't here. Again, I've nothing but praise for them. And when you think that he's going in for, you're told he's going in for one thing, and everything but that one thing has had to be done, which we now know, but the treatments he's getting, obviously the blood transfusion went wrong, something else went wrong with the antidote thing, and we found out that he's allergic to it for other medication, which we didn't know about. and he must never have them again. But his personal care, he's had the heart specialist to see him. He's had 3 doctors come up and see him, and he's got a nurse at his bedside, more or less all the time, observing him. Both day staff and night staff are right on the ball. They're great. I've nothing but praise for them. I've spoken to my matron and she's trying to sort things out for me. I've been on the phone to her twice today, explaining the situation that I'm in and what it's causing. So matron said that she would ring Deborah, and she wants me to have a word with James about key safe outside, which Edgar's against. Edgar, he doesn't want it. But then she said, well, why don't you have one of those wrist alarm things if I have a fall? Unfortunately, nothing can be put in place because I haven't got the form filled in so that Comfort Call can take over for 3 days and nights. Once that goes through, then I've got a chance. They come in, they'll do anything that Edgar would probably do for me, and make sure I had my regular meals and whatever I needed. If I wanted to go out, they would take me out, and then the night staff who would stop with me right through the night. It's a new thing I don't know a great deal about, but I took that option when Jenny spoke to me, rather than going to a home, simply because I wanted to be here, obviously nearer everybody. Not yet I haven't, because there's been nobody to take me, and the state Edgar was in when he first went in, what was the word? It would be very depressing for me to see him in the state he was, which was very close to losing him. But I'm hoping, I'm just hoping. I'd jump in a taxi and go, but there's nobody to help me at the other end. So I'm stuck. I am, honestly, I've got to rely on so many people to take me places. So if the plan goes that I have four visits a day from my carers, the care plan is stretched, then one of those could take me down and take me to see Edgar. But at the moment I can't do it because there's no form. Not yet. I can't see it yet. Other than what's going on, like the form for this comfort call, like the fact that I've got family, like the fact that Jenny's trying to put things into place, but things that I've got to discuss with the rest of the family. And somehow I've got to get all of them here in one place, bang their heads together and work things out. And that, I think that would make a real difference. It'd make a difference to me because I would feel easier of how each one of them feel.